49-21, the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. So their starting lineup's going to look a little bit different.
Yeah.
Patty Mills and Devin.
Guys played exceptionally well that night and played loose, played free, and I'm sure the Suns want to get a little bit of revenge.
Just to begin the game. Chris Paul flips it over to Jay Crowder. Crowder has been on fire.
Heading into the playoffs, Jay Crowder, I'm sure he's excited for the postseason.
Crowder was almost invisible in the last game again.
I like it. Free shot there for Lonnie.
Mikal Bridges as he moves around Drew Eubanks and throws it down. They will play on Wednesday. Spurs won for their first 6 as they come out of the timeout. Patty Mills changes that in a hurry.
Executed to perfection.
This is Patty's first start of the season. It's his first start since November 19th of last year and come back in time for the game.
Yeah.
Said he'd never rented a plane before in his life, so he didn't know how it would actually work.
Yeah.
San Antonio nonetheless.
Underrated player, too, let me tell you. I've faced him a ton in practice, and I still have nursing those.
Not necessarily the awards you want to win, especially if you're Dwayne Casey.
Yeah, right.
It's Devin. 10 on the shot clock for Trey Jones, who throws it away. And Bridges gets it back from Cameron Payne and lays it up and in. As we mentioned, averaging career best. He's in consideration for most improved player, but as we talked about the other night, that award...
He knows how to play the game. Spending 4 years in college definitely helps.
His third season out of Ohio State. This player, good IQ, always in the right spot on both ends of the floor. And right on cue.
There you go.
Left one off the mark with the elbow jumper. Here come the Suns with just over 2 minutes to go in the first, up 15. And that's Booker inside on the feet. Booker backs his way in on Quindary. That guy is instant off.
It's hard to come all the way across the court to help.
19 is the Suns' largest lead here late in the first. Trey Jones able to get the friendly roll.
Just a great pickup for them. Solid defensive player. And has the ability to shoot the 3 ball as well.
And more fast break points there for the Suns as Bridges happens. And still here's Chris Paul, 16 seasons, has yet to play in an NBA final.
Well, not everybody gets to play in an NBA final.
He tried to swing it back out and swung it right to Paul. Javon Carter in the game and knocks down the 3.
Not bad at all. I wonder if he knew what he was doing there. Timmy Duncan night, he's banking it off the glass.
And Chris Paul. Gorgie Jang. It's Kaminsky up, kicks it back out to Patty. Back to Gorgie and lays it up and in.
By Gorgie just to come up with it. I like to finish.
Gorgie's giving it all on both ends here as Cameron Payne drills the market improvement.
And he's going to have time to work on it this summer. So, Keldon obviously is a hard worker, and I just can't pick finisher. He just adds that consistency from beyond the arc, and you got a terrific player.
Cameron Payne, the 3. It's all about, of course, load management, rest, which clearly the Spurs do need, and that's why DeMar DeRozan and Jakob Poeltl aren't playing. There's Eubanks with the defense inside on Dario Saric. In transition, Keldon for 3. Got it!
Good shot there. Malone and Gary Payton on that ball club, and Detroit still mopped the floor with them. So that was a
led by as many as 21 in this game. Leaded by 13 as Chris Paul eyes up the 3.
The movement from our guys at possession mixed up the Suns. And you find yourself with a wide open look, but then Devin Booker, he just makes a really well contested 3 balls. There have been a lot of wide open shots.
Vassell step back jumper gets the friendly roll. Paul pull up from the elbow.
Oh, that was a subtle little ball fake.
Knows where his bread is buttered. Devin Vassell, nice move. More than meets the eye, and I think we said that a lot about Tim Duncan through the years.
Oh, he tried to hustle me at my game start.
And they await an opponent, and that will be decided tomorrow when the Grizzlies go to San Francisco to meet the Warriors.
A lot of great players throughout the years. I was just fortunate to be able to play with both those guys.
5:47. These 2 teams will meet again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Devin Booker.
But Chuck could also, he could just score from anywhere, and I've said it. He was a master. He could put the ball in the hole.
And Patty back-to-back buckets now with 8 points.
but LeBron James has been sidelined for a long time. Do you want to take on the Clippers in the first Western Conference, because you added Aaron Gordon to the mix there, along with Jokic? And so the fact that they don't have
start to run together for you, thinking about them and separating all of them. Saric inside.
That's right. There have been so many.
As Booker probably won't see much of the fourth quarter the way this one is going. And Payne gets the roll.
Yeah, I wouldn't guess that, right?
And you go back to the 2008 playoffs. This was after the Suns had gotten Shaquille O'Neal almost to base.
Obviously, Kevin Garnett, that was always a good matchup. And Amari Stoudemire, boy, he was a terror.
Galloway with 5 to shoot, fires. Kaminsky offensive rebound. Nope, but another attempt for Torrey Craig, and he's able to.
The offensive glass.
Trey Jones trying to go off glass there. Kaminsky the rebound. And the layup for Craig. And a timeout over. Lonnie Walker on the floor with Keita Bates-Diop, Trey Jones, Gorgie Jang, and Keldon Johnson. And another putback for Torrey Craig.
He was going to defend and play defense, but when the game was on the line, you could throw the ball down to Timmy Duncan, the low block, he was going to score.
I mean, if Andre Drummond is taking threes right now. Torrey Craig showing his range now, knocks down the 3. Minutes here of the fourth quarter. Spins away from Kaminsky, knocks down the jumper.
He's got that turnaround.
Etuan Moore comes up empty. And Vassell pushes it out to Quindary Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon ran into the tank that was Frank. And Langston Galloway knocks down the 3.
He's looked really calm, and that was deep there from Galloway. And again, it just took his time.
Vassell in the paint. A little hop step there.
Not any kind of one-footed thing. You're not fading left to right.
Devins in double figures with 10. Spurs come up with the steal. Quindary to the cup, scores.
Morisek was long. Tall player, Anthony Davis on the ball. I mean, that play could have been better defended.
Well executed.
Knives getting ready for the playoffs. Monty just wanted to make sure his guys were still mentally focused, and they come out of that timeout and execute perfect.
Third double-double of the season. He's got 9 points, 9 rebounds. Jalen Smith, the rookie. The Wizards play the Hornets tomorrow. The Wizards, Hornets, and Pacers are all tied. So the winner of Wizards Hornets.
Star guys, so anything's possible when he's on the floor.
And Drew Eubanks, 13 points, 10 rebounds.
Got that mid-range game working.
And Vassell running the floor, rewarded by Keita Bates-Diop.
Put the franchise on the map. He really did. He was the reason I was a Spurs fan way back in the day. And you had
from his days at Wake Forest. And his college teammates are talking about video games. And I'm thinking, Sean said Tim never... Not only Tim's days at Wake Forest, but even before that when he was playing high school in St. Croix, the Virgin Islands, Dave Odom was going, I'm going to get picked by a bad team, we're going to lose, and I'm not going to get to play again for another hour. But if I... And again, the question is how much playing time do you give to your regulars? Says Quindary Weatherspoon with a nice take.
You said, Utah is at
Sacramento
tomorrow night.
And it's an 8 o'clock start.
Well, let's see if Sacramento wants to save some of those. It just went crazy in that first half.
Gorgie Jang, the putback. Duplicate that in their last 3. And the 3 is good for Etuan Moore. 10th-year man out of... Closing seconds of this one, Gorgie Jang finally hits one from the afternoon where, yes, the Spurs lose, but the